So now we have clear access to the cylinders now. These are the coils. So you just want to unclip this up. And they are hard, buddy. So try the best you can. Pull that up and it should push the connection back. They're so hard that it's fragile. So you want to take it easy when taking these out because they could break. Wow. Just push that out. I'm going to go one by one. Alright, here we go. Cylinder 1 coil. So I'm going to stick this in there to try to pull it out. Go slow. Last thing you want to do is break the cover. And pop, it goes. Alright, so that's great. There's no oil or anything on it. This looks clean. So all we're going to do is put these aside. Alright, here comes cylinder 1. Ready for removal. Not sure if you can see it on camera, but that is the spark plug in the cylinder there, and we're going to take it out. So we're just doing it one by one, make things easy. Alright, the moment you've been waiting for. Let's get that in there. Notice locking, nothing falls. Get a good feel for it, make sure it's biting. There we go. Matter of fact, I should be doing this like this first, just to make sure it's like gripping, and then put this on. Alright. There we go. Just unscrew it out slowly so you don't mess up any threads or anything. You can see it like moving up. And this is why the swivel would work better, because just the way the spark plugs are down in there. That's what I believe. I don't know. Leave the comments and let me know. Wow. There we go. Spark plug number 1. It doesn't even look that bad, so we're gonna keep it. And make sure you mark the box. Alright, so this is the new one, and this is the old one. Wow, the old one still looks pretty good. I bet you the previous owner probably already did spark plugs at one point. And now, if you look at the old one, you could tell like they didn't even put anti-seize or anything like that, so I'm not going to. This material on the new one right there looks like it already has some kind of coating on it, so I'm good. So I'm just going to put the new one on and I'm good. And then just make sure you put it back in the box, okay, and mark this box as number 1. That way, if you ever have to reuse them, you could. Okay? So I'm just going to lay this down a little bit. And put that cover on there. Put this in there. And just mark it. So cylinder number 1. Easy. Alright, so I'm taking a little dab of dielectric grease. Alrighty, ready to put this back on now. So just that in there. Okay. Do it by hand first. Make sure there's no cross threading going on. Turn it until you feel it sitting on the thread. There we go. Get them nice and snug. Once you get it nice and snug, now it's time to torque them. Alright, so now you want to torque it down to about 18 foot-pounds or 25 Newton meters. Just make sure this sits on it. Tell the magnet got it. Alright. Alright, there you go. Once you hear the click, you're good. Good to go. I always like to check, so I'm not putting too much force, but I always want to check that there's enough. And that looks good. It's not going anywhere. Alright, take that out. Cylinder number 1 is good. Use the Q-tip. Okay, use a Q-tip. Put it on the electrical part of the coil or around any rubber, and inside of here just put a nice little dent right inside here and you're good. And then you could just put the coil back in. Want to make sure you get it right. There's not, too much of a gap in here, and it looks like the way the other ones look. That's why I'm doing them one by one, so I know. Alright, so next I'm just gonna do the other ones real quick, put everything back together and start the vehicle. I just want to say, keep in mind guys, when you're putting back the coils, there are guides on the engine block to where they're supposed to go. So you want to make sure you align the coils back on properly, because if you don't align the coils back on properly, your vehicle is probably going to start getting misfires. And so this is why we're going to make another video on what you do after you put the plugs on. basically after you do this job, you're gonna need a scanner to make sure there's no misfires. You want to listen to the engine and notice if you hear any ticks or anything like that. You shouldn't hear any ticks.